the ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious sports bettor.
Back with us here inside the Sharks Arena. And of course, nanalo po si Zambrano sa ating opening rack. And he will be breaking next dito. Tanda natin, this is just a race to 7. The first of our independent matchups tonight. At nakikita natin sa ating Facebook Live, ang dami na pong comments, ang dami kumakampi rito. Kaya Aaron Alcarion, of course, Amiel Alcarion also there. Alex Alcarion, mukhang ang kumakampi. And James Benedict Feraldo as well, rooting for Aaron Alcarion. This break, once again, is brought to us by... this break is brought to us by MSW Sports Betting. Na hindi ko alam kung saan dyan. All right, so dry break once again. Let's see if Alcarion can do better this time. At agad kombinasyon ang unang sumalubong sa atin dito. He does have a little bit of an issue with the 4 and the 9. Kung makikita nyo dyan sa may bandang ibaba ng ating mesa. That's going to be addressed after this 3 ball. Ayan, medyo diretso siya rito sa 3. You fancying him drawing this back to get position on the 4 ball. Just a slight draw off the side rail. So pwede. Tignan natin kung may karambola itong 9 to ha. Otherwise, this could be a safety shot. But that 4 and 9 are very close together. A lot of players would be aggressive and try to go for the 9 ball. Yun nga ang ginawa niya rito. At naganda pa yung gulong doon kasi pumasok yung numero 6 which was not part of the plan. So Alcarion able to pocket the 6. Medyo dikit siya rito sa numero 4 but if he gets this should be an open layout para sa kanya. Tandaan natin, this is a race to 7. Watch out! Was that a foul? Oh, that is unfortunate. Natamaan niya yung bolang hindi, well, I think his body made contact with the ball and suddenly it's ball in hand para dito kay Zambrano. At yan ang mga nakikita natin mga little pressure points playing here inside the Sharks Arena. Tandaan po natin, nasa baba ang ating playing area and a lot of people are watching sa taas para po amphitheater ang setup natin dito. As you can see there on your screens that there are people watching over you and that adds a little bit more pressure. So an unforced error, a mistake, naging ball in hand para dito kay Zambrano. Pinaalis niya yung 7. I'm not quite sure if that's part of the plan. Now he's got a difficult shot on the 7. Sinkitable kung tutuusin papunta rito sa ating side pocket. But does Zambrano take this on or will he try to hide? Pwede rin gawin dito, tawid dagat, can put the cue ball somewhere near the 9 ball. And then let that 7 ball roll up table. Let's see if he goes offensive or defensive. Chooses to go to the side. And because of that, mukhang 2 balls away from taking a 2-0 lead in this race to 7. Ang ganda na sana ng buwelo nitong si ni Aaron Alcarion. But one mistake, ball in hand. And this 9 ball for Zambrano to take a 2-0 lead dito po sa ating race to 7. 5 wins away from registering his first win dito po sa ating independent players. Rack number 3 is upon us in just a few moments. Stay with us. This is SBA Next.
the ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious sports bettor.
I'm Jonas Magpantay, team captain of MSW Mavericks, 10-ball World Cup champion, and a Conland Pro player.
Experience the ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious.
I'm Jonas Magpantay, team captain of MSW Mavericks, 10-ball World Cup champion, and a Conland Pro player.
Experience the ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious.
Back with us here on SBA Next. So 2-0 para dito kay Danielo Zambrano. And he is about to break here in rack number 3. Nice natin pasalamatan, of course, ang ating mga taga-suporta rito. You're watching us on One Sports Plus sa Signal, and sa Pilipinas Live, pati na rin sa pusop.com. MSW, maraming salamat sa inyo, pati na rin sa Pilipinas Live. Andy, Tanduay, Rason, at of course, Dynasphere, Next Gen Phenolic Resin Balls. At mamaya dadaanan po natin lahat ng iba natin taga-suporta. Ito po si Danielo Zambrano, Tubong Rosales, Pangasinan. So this is actually a battle of Central and Northern Luzon, kasi ito namang si Alcarion ay taga Candon City, Ilocos Sur. Nako, ilang beses na ako nakapunta sa inyo. Napakaganda po dyan sa Candon. At ilang beses na rin ako na-traffic sa Rosales, Pangasinan. A dry break para dito kay Zambrano. That's the only chink in his armor right now. He has not had a successful break. At wala pa rin pong break na nakukuha. Ito namang si Alcarion. Almost flukes the 9-ball after missing on the 1. So medyo kita ng bagya itong numero 1. Is this cuttable para dito kay Zambrano? Well, able to hit it from behind. It's a legal shot. Medyo mahirap na pagapang ito. So let's see if it's going to be an offensive or a defensive shot. Alcarion needs to produce something. Tandaan natin, nagkaroon siya ng foul in the previous rack nung paligpit na siya. He has to shake that one off. And this is a pretty good safety. Again, wala pong jump shots allowed dito po sa SBA. So itong si Zambrano has to navigate around this 3-ball that's blocking the 1. So the 1-9, tingnan natin, tatamaan yung 1, hindi na pagalaw yung 9, almost scratching it. And that actually works out kasi medyo may cover o meron nga ba? Mukhang kita yung uno dito sa tira ni Zambrano. Alcarion can see the one ball. Now the question is, can he hide it somewhere? Kasi nakaharang ang 7. This is a very long combination if he takes it on. So ang gagawin niya, oh, he took on the combination. I mean, this Alcarion kid is a sharp shooter. Kanina po, meron siyang isang mahabang tira in rack number 1 on that one ball. Again, needs to make something happen and able to get it done on that 1-7 combination. So yung issue niya rito, itong 4 at saka yung 9. Let's see if he plays a 4-9 combination. If he's good at those combinations, might as well go for this one later on. 3 ball. The next object ball, yung pula pong bolang yan. He may get it into the right corner pocket as you see on your screens right now. This has to be a very delicate shot if he wants to prepare for that 4-9 combination. Ayan na po. 4-9 combination na nga ang kanyang binabalak dito. Successful on that 1-7 long distance combination. This is supposed to be an easier one. Let's see if he can convert it for his first win. Oh, naiwan si 9. Oh, that is going to hurt for Alcarion. Ngayon, a billiard is available from Zambrano. From the 4 to the 9 using the cue ball. He gets this, he can take a 3-0 lead. And the billiard is there. 3-0 na po ang ating labanan in this race to 7. Ang pinaghirapan ni Alcarion ay niligpit lamang nitong si Zambrano. 3-0 lead for the gentleman from Rosales, Pangasinan. We will take this short break. When we return, it will be rack number 4 here on SBA Next.
Experience the ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious sports bettor.
I'm Jonas Magpantay, team captain of MSW Mavericks, 10-ball World Cup champion, and the Conland Pro player.
Ito po kagandahan dito sa SBA Next. Although unang gabi pa lang natin, ang dami pong comments dito sa ating comment section. Di ko lang masusundan ko lahat ito ha. Pero batiin na lang natin Mark Yambao, si Luke Pauco, si Jong De Gia, sino ba? Si Ederson Minglana. Sobrang dami guys ng inyong mga comments. Maraming salamat sa pagsuporta ng ating opening day dito po sa SBA Next. Noel Zarate pa rin po nag-atid sa inyo ng aksyon. And Danielo Zambrano was a very fortunate recipient of a missed combination on the 9-ball. Siya po ang nagligpit. And now he is looking for his first successful break of the evening. But still nothing on the break from Zambrano. At may kombinasyon na tayo nakikita rito. 1 to the 2-ball para dito kay Alcarion, who has shown to be a very sharp shooter. Yun nga lang kanina, yung kombinasyon niya sa 4-9 na iwan ng 9 at nakinabang doon etong si Zambrano. Nicely done on that combination. And this is an open layout. So until makaabot po ng 7 ang isang player, the opponent is very much alive. So yung nga po si Alcarion out of Candon City, Ilocos Sur. Yung kanilang venue dyan for sports has housed so many international competitions of late. One of the most beautiful facilities in northern Luzon. And this is going well so far for Alcarion. Easy pickup on the 4. Medyo, he might be queuing over the 8-ball. That's the only thing that adds difficulty dito sa tirang ito. Again, all of these players, nahanap yan sa mga scouting tours na ginawa ng SBA. Of course, our founder, very hands-on, si Hadley Mariano, has gone through different places all over the Philippines, and these are the best free agents, ika nga, dito sa Pilipinas. So Alcarion can drop in this 6. Get position on the 7 into that corner pocket. Medyo napalakas ng konti. Needed an angle but not this much. Still makeable though for Alcarion. The 8 does pass the 9. Kanina itong si Alcarion had an opportunity. He's actually going to bank this in. Are you serious? No. Hindi pumasok. That was actually a good idea to bank in the 7 to get position on the 8 ball. Pero just like earlier, may foul siya in rack number 2, missed on the combination on the 3rd rack, and Zambrano with another opportunity na mangligpit with 3 balls remaining. I'm not sure if the pressure has been on Alcarion so far, pero may mga mintis siya rito that is just giving away rack after rack dito kay Zambrano. And straight in on the 9 ball. We did not expect this, folks. It's now a 4-0 lead for Danielo Zambrano over Aaron John Alcarion. And once again, Alcarion had the momentum. He had everything going for him, but just one miss opened the door for Zambrano, who's now got a 4-0 lead in this race to 7. We will have more action from SBA next when we return. Stay with us.
I'm Jonas Magpantay, team captain of MSW Mavericks, 10-ball World Cup champion, and a Conlen Pro player.
Experience the ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious sports bettor.
And back with us here inside the Sharks Billiards Arena dito po sa Morato, Quezon City. Pwede po kayo pumunta rito, libre. Sabi nga ni Hadley Mariano kanina, kung nag-comment doon, sa mga nag-comment kanina doon sa kanyang post, ay magkakaroon ng 1 oras na libre dito. Kung nag-comment po kayo, pumunta na po kayo dito. Ito po si Noel Zarate at nasasaksihan po natin ang ating unang labanan sa ating independent players as itong si Danielo Zambrano has picked up a 4-0 lead in this race to 7, and the only thing keeping his opponent, itong si Aaron Alcarion at this table, is his inability to make a ball on the break. Pero medyo masalimut ang layout dito. Nagpa-party po si 3, si 4, at saka si 9. Hindi rin madali ang opening shot ni Alcarion dito sa numero 1. So he'll choose to play safe. Maraming taguan dyan sa ilalim using the 5 ball for good measure as well. And this is going to be a kick from the bottom rail naman. Galing dito kay Zambrano, and he is most likely going to break up that party dyan sa ilalim. Good shot. Yun na nga, nabasag na yung party, but still an opportunity for yet another safety shot para naman dito kay Alcarion. Pwedeng gamitin yung numero 6 na pangharang dito sa 1 ball. We've seen Alcarion just really go on offense sa mga ibang tira na akala mo pwede nang i-safety, pero ito talaga safety using the 4 ball. na pangharang dito. Pahirap na ng pahirap yung mga binibigay na tira dito kay Zambrano. This looks pretty solid. Kung saan dadaan, tanda natin, the shot clock is in play dito. 30-second shot clock. You can ask for an extension. Si Zambrano earlier used one in rack number 1. And he's going to use another extension here in this rack number 5. Saan siya dadaan? This looks like a Z kick. Papunta sa numero 1. Oh, it's an intentional foul. Ang ginawa rito nitong si Zambrano. But that now creates a possible 3-9 combination as he gives ball in hand dito kay Alcarion. That's a pretty good safety. So nakita na natin yung kagalingan ni Alcarion pagdating sa opensa, pati na rin sa depensa, may dunong din. So 1-2, walang problema. Same pocket for these 2 balls now. Pagdating sa 3 ball, he's shown the propensity to make combination shots. Tandaan natin, in rack number 3, that 1-7 combination na medyo masalimuot, medyo mahirap, nagawa niya. Can he get in line for this 3-9 combination after making the 2 ball? He did not make the 2 ball! Yan ang nagiging problema pag iniisip mo yung preparasyon sa sunod na bola pero hindi mo napasok yung unang object ball. This is a problem now. So Zambrano is looking at that same line na kung saan dapat kukunin from the 2. This time kinurida na niya. May have overrun the 3. And this is going to be a low percentage shot if you're going to billiard this from the 3 to the 9 using the cue ball. So tignan natin if he's gonna play safe. He can afford to take risks. Tandaan natin, he's up 4-0. Itong si Danielo Zambrano of Rosales, Pangasinan. So let's see if he goes for it. 9. No. So that's the risk he could take being up 4-0 in this race to 7. Kita yung pisngi ng 3. This could be makeable into the side pocket. But you have to consider where the cue ball will land for the 4 ball. That scratch was in play and this is going to be an easy 3 ball para kay Zambrano. So 3 into the side. Well, now you're gonna have to get creative with this 3 ball. Pwede na. Yang pinipilit ni Zambrano kanina ng combination or this billiard to the 9. There it is! And another 4-9 combination, the second for Danielo Zambrano tonight. 5-0, 2 racks away from winning his match dito po sa ating Independent Players Showdown sa ating SBA Next. Makakahabol pa ba si Aaron John Alcarion? We'll find out when we return dito po sa SBA Next.
Experience the ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious sports bettor.
I'm Jonas Magpantay, team captain of MSW Mavericks, 10-ball World Cup champion, and the Conland Pro player.
Back with us here sa SBA Next. Once again, pasalamatan natin ang ating mga sponsors. Kanina natigil tayo sa listahan natin. Pasalamatan natin dito Conlen, pati na rin ang One Ball Billiard Specialist. Of course, MSW for your continued support. Andy Tanduay. Kasama na rin din ang Rason. Pati na rin ang Dynasphere. And of course, you are watching us right now on One Sports Plus Pilipinas Live, pusop.com. And of course, ito pa yung ating unang laban. If you're just joining us, Danielo Zambrano has taken a 5-0 lead. Pero 0-for-5 naman siya sa kanyang sargo. Ang hirap talaga dito sa ating breaking rule sa SBA Next. Wala pong cut break at wala nang galawan ng pamato pag nilagay na ng ating referee na si Mario Bautista yung bola doon sa may headstring. So this is makeable into the side pocket. Can bounce off that side rail to get the 3 into the corner. Para dito kay Alcarion, who's looking for his first win. 9 ball gets in the way. This is still makeable sa top left corner pocket as you see on your screens. Not a very challenging layout dito for Alcarion. The only challenging thing for Alcarion is a few mistakes here and there. At nabibigyan ng biyaya. That's another mistake on the 3 ball. And look where the 3 ball lands. Flush into the side pocket. So Alcarion just not able to execute pagdating sa kanyang shot making tonight. So ngayon, itong si Zambrano, he gets this rack. He's on the hill. And it's not that yung kalaban niya mahina. Hindi lang talaga there are some mistakes that is costing him this match right now. 5 into the side. Walang hadlang para makabalik sa 6. Into the same pocket. So Danielo Zambrano has actually played mistake-free tonight. Yung hindi lang niya ma-solve yung kanyang sargo. But he is 3 balls away from making it to the hill. Zambrano is very methodical going around the table. Same routine, same rituals bago po siya tumira. Kinurida pa yung pamato para mas lalong dumiretso para sa numero 9. And this to put Danielo Zambrano on the hill. 6-0 Zambrano. 1 win away from advancing dito po sa ating independent players matchup. And Alcarion is gonna need some kind of a miracle to keep on playing here tonight. We will have the 7th rack when we return dito po sa SBA Next.
Experience the ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious sports bettor.
I'm Jonas Magpantay, team captain of MSW Mavericks, 10-ball World Cup champion, and the Conland Pro player.
We're entering rack number 7. Ang score po natin 6-0 in favor of Dan Palapalayan. Dan Zambrano, according to Jason Delos Reyes sa ating comment section. May nagpapabati ka rin. Aba, Paul Kenneth Arpilieda, shout out daw from Chicago. Hindi ako naniniwala dyan, Kenneth. Magpadala ka na lang ng pansit dito. At sa lahat po ng mga nagko-comment sa ating mga, yan, si Kenneth Arpilieda talaga, ewan ko, sumisip-sip sa akin dito. Noel Zarate po, nag-aatid sa inyo ng aksyon. And we are going to go into rack number 7 in just a few moments. Once again, stand by for our next scheduled match dito sa ating independent players. Maya-maya po masasaksihan natin ang laban ni Ruben Rivera Jr. kontra naman dito kay Mark Russell Sarusad. So going for the win, breaking for the match, Dan Zambrano. And his break is still dry. This time, itong si Alcarion does not have a clean shot on the 1. Kita niya yung 9, kita niya yung numero 1, but does not have an offensive shot. Gagamit siya ng tiririt dito. This is going to be a safety on the 1. Gagamitin niya yung numero 5. Oh, nadaan pa sa 7. Napaganda pa ang landing dito. Tandaan natin kanina, Zambrano napilitang gumamit ng intentional foul kasi kinandado siya ni Alcarion. Now, Zambrano does have a 2-rail kick to this 1 ball. Ingat lang sa scratch. No, he went straight for a 1-rail kick to the 1. And once again, making contact with the 3. That's a foul, ball in hand. Para naman dito kay Alcarion. At mas lalong gumaganda ang layout dito. Needs a little bit of an angle from the 1 to get to the 2 to the other side. All Alcarion needs is just 1 win first. Yun lang isipin niya rito. Manalo ka lang ng isa. Medyo malapit kay Dos. Ay, nasa patos pa siya rito sa 5. So after making the 1 ball, Alcarion is gonna have to play safe once again on this 2 ball. Tries to use the 5. Good speed. So kita ng bahagya naman yung 2 sa may kanang bahagi para dito kay Dan Zambrano. Tinago sa likod ng 5. Also pretty good. Now again, a kick shot is available from the bottom rail to get to that 2 ball para dito kay Alcarion. Makamabenta ito. Hala. Alcarion has given away the 2 ball. The question is, kaya bang ligpitin ni Zambrano sa layout na ito? Kinurida papunta sa 3. Barely makes it. Now it's a difficult shot on the 3. Watch out also on the recoil nitong pamato. Pwedeng may scratch yan sa side. Ilalayo na lang, hindi na umupensa. So this cue ball and the 3 ball separated by about 8 feet. Pero kitang-kita naman yung 3, but not enough to make a pocket. Unless you want to go for a bank shot, Alcarion needs some kind of a miracle at this point na makahabol at namigay na naman ng bola. Alcarion leaves the 3 ball open for Zambrano. Let's see if Zambrano has enough to make this into the side pocket. It appears that he has. But this is a very, very difficult cut on the 4 unless he wants to bank this. Maybe that's cue ball hits the 7. If he makes this bank shot, might have to use an extension. Medyo nagdesisyon na siya rito. Bank shot. Does not make it. But there was a backup plan. Ginamit yung numero 9 na pangharang dito sa 4. Again, no offensive shot available para kay Alcarion. Alcarion is not going to hit this directly. He's going to use a rail. Oh, missed it. 2 rails. No contact on the 4. And it's just been that kind of a night para dito kay Aaron Alcarion. Aaron. Aaron yung nakalagay, may H. Aaron. Aaron. Okay, sige, we're gonna correct it. Aaron. Thank you very much to our director, si Direk Bimbs. So Dan Zambrano. 5 to the 6 should not be an issue para kay Zambrano. Able to avoid the scratch. Lines it up very well. Medyo derecho, so you may have to go short side on this 7. Does go short side on the 7 ball. Has enough angle na hindi na pagalawin masyado yung pamato to get to the 8 ball from the 7. Into the side, bagsak na lang ito. 2 balls away from the match. And Dan Zambrano of Rosales, Pangasinan is going to move on dito po sa ating independent players. Zambrano sweeping Alcarion 7-0 in this inaugural matchup sa ating independent players sa SBA Next. So congratulations for making it to the next round para dito kay Dan Nielo Zambrano of Rosales, Pangasinan, defeating Aaron Alcarion of Ilocos Sur. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, patuloy po ang ating pagbabakbakan dito po sa ating independent players matchup. Ruben Rivera Jr. takes on Mark Russell Sarusad when we return dito po sa SBA Next.
Experience the ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious sports bettor.
I'm Jonas Magpantay, team captain of MSW Mavericks, 10-ball World Cup champion, and the Conland Pro player.
Experience the ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious sports bettor.
I'm Jonas Magpantay, team captain of MSW Mavericks, 10-ball World Cup champion, and the Conland Pro player.
Experience the ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious sports bettor.
Balikan po natin ang ating opening day dito po sa SBA Next, and our independent matchups continue. Ang labanan po natin ngayon ay tinatampok naman si Ruben Rivera Jr. At ang kanyang kalaban naman, si Mark Russell Sarusad. So our referee, Mario Bautista, may now conduct the lag between these two gentlemen. Good luck to our players. At mukhang magwawagi sa lag natin dito. Itong si Ruben Rivera Jr. He will be breaking first. Race to 7 po tayo. Tanda po natin, if you're just joining us, Dan Zambrano able to defeat Aaron Alcarion in our first matchup, 7-0. So itong si Zambrano is now moving on. As we thank, of course, our friends from MSW Sports Betting. Kasama na po dyan ang Andy, Tanduay, Rason, Dynasphere, Conland, pati na rin ang One Ball Billiards. But right now, of course, pasalamatan natin ang Smart Sports sa inyong patuloy na pagsuporta sa SBA and SBA Next. So breaking first, ito pong si Ruben Rivera Jr. aka Benji, yan pong kanyang palayaw. As we once again rejoin the action dito po sa SBA Next. Sa mga nanonood po sa atin dyan, hindi ko na humahabol ang inyong mga comments. And a successful break. That's the first successful break of the night. Ang ating nasaksi, muntik pang mapasok yung 9. Sa Sargo, wala pa po tayong golden break. But the first successful break coming from Benji Rivera out of Muntinlupa City. Pagpasok niya rito kanina, kasama pa niya, I believe, kanyang anak. And he was going for that 2-9. Strange combination, pero nagkaroon ng backup plan with the Cue ball hiding behind the 7. Tandaan po natin sa SBA, bawal po ang kick shot. Kitang-kita naman doon yung numero 1 para dito kay Mark Russell Sarusad. And Sarusad, well, does he go for the 2-9 carom? He did it! So the opening rack will go to Mark Russell Sarusad out of Rodriguez Rizal. At may mga kasama siya dito sa ating kinalalagyan dito po sa Sharks Arena in Quezon City. So a very quick opening rack in favor of Mark Russell Sarusad. We will have more action from SBA next when we return.
Experience the ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious sports bettor.
I'm Jonas Magpantay, team captain of MSW Mavericks, 10-ball World Cup champion, and the Conland Pro player.
Nais ko lang batiin ang ating direktor na si Eric Mendoza na kanina pa na high blood dito po sa ating kinalalagyan sa Sharks Billiards Arena dito po sa Quezon City. 1-0 the opening rack going to Mark Russell Sarusad. Sa patuloy po pag-atin namin sa inyo ng SBA next dito po sa ating Independent Showdown. So Sarusad will be breaking here in rack number 2. And once again, Smart Sports, marami po salamat sa inyo. Marami pong sumusuporta rin sa atin, including Tanduay Athletics. Maraming salamat sa inyo pagsuporta rin dito sa SBA Next. Noel Zarate pa rin po, nag-atid sa inyo ng aksyon. At sa mga bumabati sa atin dyan sa buong Pilipinas, magandang gabi at happy viewing po sa inyo lahat. And here is Mark Russell Sarusad on the break. At yan nga po nagiging issue ng mga ating mga bagong salta rito sa Sharks Billiards Arena is yung rules po natin, hindi po pwedeng galawin ng pamato, bawal din po ang cut break, and the break is dry for Sarusad. Pagkakataon na ngayon, itong si Benji Rivera na makakuha ng konting buwelo. He was successful on his break in rack number 1, almost made the 9 ball, pero sa kasamaang palad napunta yung 2-9 combination sa kanyang kalaban. This should be a run out in the making para dito kay Rivera. Diretso-diretso siya rito sa numero 3. 4, nakaparada na dyan sa may bingit ng corner pocket. And then he's gonna have to bounce back for that 5 ball into the opposite corner pocket after making this 4 ball. Yan ang swabe. Ika nga ni Mark Jerick Leyva, banayar lamang. And tama-tama, ito nga si Sarusad, ha? Oh, Team Fury is in the building already. Maya-maya po, Fury versus Bad Koy sa ating stable matchup. Of course, that happens after this race to 7. At yon, nagkaroon ng ball in hand opportunity para naman dito kay Sarusad. Siya po ang Rizaleño rito, kaya siya pwedeng magsabi banayar lamang taga Rodriguez Rizal, already with a 2-0 lead. Unfortunate para dito kay Rivera na nagbigay pa siya ng foul, ball in hand. Papasok na po tayo sa 2-0, 1-0 ang ating laban. Nagtatanong po si Eric Mendoza, ang aming ulyaning direktor dito sa loob ng Sharks Billiards Arena. This 9 ball to give Sarusad a 2-0 lead dito po sa kanilang race to 7. And he gets it. So 2-0 para dito kay Mark Russell Sarusad kontra dito naman kay Benji Rivera. We will have rack number 3 when we return dito po sa SBA Next.
I'm Jonas Magpantay, team captain of MSW Mavericks, 10-ball World Cup champion, and a Conland Pro player.
Experience the ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious sports bettor.
And back with us here in our continuing coverage of opening day dito po sa ating SBA Next. Nawal Zarate pa rin po nag-atid sa inyo ng aksyon mula po rito sa Sharks Billiards Arena in Morato, Quezon City. Thank you very much to Andy for your continued support of SBA and SBA Next. 2-0 ang ating kartada ngayon. Lamang po itong si Mark Russell Sarusad and he will be breaking here in rack number 3. Tandaan po natin a race to 7. This is an elimination phase. Hoping to make it to the final 40. We will eliminate, marami po, more than 80 players po ang nakalista dito sa ating independent players. We will trim it down to 40. And there's gonna be a dry break para naman dito kay Sarusad. And now Benji Rivera at the table. Spadahan ang magaganap dito. Maraming pantago sa ilalim. And Rivera opts to use that 4-9-7 cluster to successfully hide the 1 ball. Off the side rail, kick shot naman. Connection is good. Para naman dito kay Sarusad. But he does not give an open shot para dito kay Rivera. Now Rivera cannot even see the 1 ball directly. He will kick at this once again. Good contact and it's a legal shot. Tumama po yung 1 sa ating side rail. Now this is bankable para dito kay Sarusad if he chooses to go into the side pocket but opts to play safe instead. So mahaba-habang spadahan na nagaganap dito po sa rack number 3. 1 ball, may konting kita para dito kay Rivera. Benji makes contact and tries to hide behind the 8 ball pero kitang-kita na numero 1 into the side pocket para naman dito kay Sarusa. Doon pumasok siya kanina, akala natin si Allen Solsona eh. May konting hawig. Solsona is actually among the independent players, yung mga dating Sharks players whose teams are now under transition. Like the Makati Titans, pati na rin Paranaque Kings kasama dito sa ating independent players. So this is going to be rolled in. 3 ball into the corner pocket. Aahon ba para sa 4? Mukhang umabot naman. Para dito kay Sarusad. Has enough of the 4 ball to make it into that corner pocket. Sarusad, lahat ng mga may hinang tira. Always successful. Now a decision, do you go to the corner? Do you go to the side? Tandaan natin, each player has a 15-second extension. Opts to go to the side, iikot. And it's going to be a combination shot, 6 to the 8. Para dito kay Mark Russell Sarusad. And he is 3 balls away from taking a 3-0 lead in this race to 7. Nice draw shot. Nagkaroon ng preparasyon na maganda para dito sa numero 7. He can just drop this in, put the 9 into the same pocket. He opts to go to the other pocket para dito sa 9 ball. So napipintong 3-0 lead para dito kay Mark Russell Sarusad. And he is 4 racks away from advancing to the next round. Tandaan po natin, kanina 7-0 ang nakuha panalo ni Zambrano kontra kay Alcarion. Will we have another whitewash here? 3-0 Sarusad heading into rack number 4.
I'm Jonas Magpantay, team captain of MSW Mavericks, 10-ball World Cup champion, and a Conland Pro player.
Experience the ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious sports bettor.
Balikan po natin na aksyon dito po sa SBA Next. Ito na po ang ating pangalawang matchup in our Independent Players Division. Mark Russell Sarusad of Rodriguez Rizal up 3-0 kontra kay Ruben Rivera Jr. of Muntinlupa City. At of course, nagpapasalamat po tayo sa mga kaibigan natin sa One Sports, pati na rin sa One Sports Plus. You are watching us live right now on the Signal Network. One Sports, pati na rin maya-maya, pasalamatan natin mga kaibigan natin sa Pilipinas Live. You can watch live and or on demand. So this will now be break or rack number 4 break naman para dito kay Mark Russell Sarusad. And so far, yung nakakakuha pa lang ng sargo dito, itong kanyang kalaban na si Benji Rivera. That's another dry break. And look at the 2-9 combination. Although yung 2 is right above that side pocket, ingat lang sa posisyon to get back to the 2 ball if you're going to go for that combination. He does not. So gustong gawin dito ni Rivera, ubusin na lamang. Medyo may situation with the 5 and the 8 together. Although the 5 does pass up to the corner pocket. So dapat wala ng hadlang sa pagkuha dito ni Rivera ng kanyang unang panalo. Pocketing na lang ito, ika nga. And Rivera has shown a propensity for that. Very good pocketing skills for this young man from Muntinlupa City. 4 ball to the corner pocket and then he can just leave it for that 5 ball. Kailangan umikot ng konti dito para sa numero 5 eh. Gets it in good position for the side. Can just drop this in. 6 to the other side. Could have our first run out of this matchup. Good pocketing para dito kay Rivera. So just when you thought that Sarusad was on his way to another whitewash, nakaiwan ng isang malinaw na layout para dito kay Benji Rivera. Oh, missing on the 8 ball. Wala naman dito si AJ Ong. Wala pa naman tayo sinasabing S2S. Pero yun na nga. It's gonna be a back shot for the 8 and that goes in. Is there enough for the 9? Ganda ng Pectus na ginamit doon ni Sarusad. Short side on the 9 for win number 4 in this race to 7. And Sarusad does it. One mistake on the 8th ball and the last 2 balls pocketed by Mark Russell Sarusad to take a commanding 4-0 lead in this race to 7. We'll have more from SBA next sa aming pong pagbabalik.
Experience the ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious sports bettor.
I'm Jonas Magpantay, team captain of MSW Mavericks, 10-ball World Cup champion, and the Conland Pro player.
And we continue the action dito po sa SBA next mula po rito sa Sharks Billiards Arena sa Morato, Quezon City. Come on over. If you're in the Morato area, libre pong entrance natin dito as we are entering rack number 5 dito po sa labanan ng ating independent players for tonight. At bago po tayo magsargo, we'd like to thank our friends from One Ball Billiards Specialists sa inyong patuloy na pagsuporta sa SBA and SBA Next. Noel Zarate pa rin po, nag-atid sa inyo ng aksyon. And so far, so good para naman dito kay Mark Russell Sarusad of Rodriguez Rizal. Ang kulang nala sa kanya ang sargo. He is 0 for 4 on his break. 0 for 5 on his break. So pagkakataon na naman makaunang puntos. Wala pa pong naitatala so far itong si Benji Rivera from Muntinlupa City. Is he going to go for this side pocket? Safety dapat ang gagawin behind the 7. Pero dumungaw yung numero 1. And this is another promising layout para dito kay Mark Russell Sarusad. Biyahe. O yun, tumama pa sa numero 4 na ipasok pa. Yun nga lang, nagkaroon bigla ng issue sa numero 3. You have a hiding spot behind the 8 and the 9. Tignan natin kung papupuntahin niya yung pamato dun sa areang yon. 8 and 9 pero nagalawang 9 tapos nakanti pa ng side pocket yung 3. So an opportunity for Benji Rivera na makaubos. Very confident stroke on the 3 ball. Rivera letting his stroke fly a bit. This might be a problem on the 6 ball. At wala rin siyang karambola para dito sa numero 8. A very small opening for that 6 ball. He is going to kick at this and hope that he kisses the 6 off the 8. 2 rails ng napakaganda naman nun. What a shot coming from Rivera under pressure. And suddenly, nakakita ng bukang liwayway sa mesa. Itong si Rivera, 3 balls away from registering his first win. That's gotta be the shot of the night. Ang ginawa dito ni Rivera, gets it into the side. He might overrun this 8 ball. That's another issue. He did overrun the 8 ball. Yan ang tinatawag na self-defense. Now he's going to have to kick at this 8. Mukhang napamigay pa yung 8. From the shot of the night to giving away the last 2 balls para dito kay Sarusad. And Sarusad able to maneuver the cue ball to the 9. This to take a 5-0 lead sa ating race to 7. And again, the object of the game is 9 ball. Kahit na gano'ng kaganda pa yung tira mo papunta doon sa 7 kanina, yung 9 ball naman napunta sa kalaban. So a 5-0 lead for Mark Russell Sarusad over Ruben Rivera Jr.
Experience the ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious sports bettor.
I'm Jonas Magpantay, team captain of MSW Mavericks, 10-ball World Cup champion, and the Conland Pro player.
Maraming salamat sa lahat ng mga nagko-comment sa ating Facebook Live ngayon. Di kaya masusundan lahat yan. Pero again, nakikita ko rito Frank Gazi. Shout out po to all the members of the Candon City Billiards Hall. Yun yatang home place or home court nitong si Aaron Alcarion, as we thank our friends from pusop.com for your continued support of SBA and SBA Next. Noel Zarate pa rin po nag-aatid sa inyo na aksyon. 5-0 ang abante rito ni Mark Russell Sarusad. And he is breaking here in rack number 6. 9 ball in motion. Finally, may pumasok sa kanyang sargo. The 3 ball went down. And a promising layout naman para dito kay Sarusad. 1 ball available into the side pocket. And the 2 into the same side pocket. 4 is the next object ball. Nakaparada na doon sa bandang corner pocket. Just needs to get back from the side rail. Inusog pa ng konting sais. This might be a run out. And if Sarusad can get this run out, he will be on the hill. But he does not get the run out. An unforced error. The first of the night for Mark Russell Sarusad. Pagkakataon ngayon nitong si Benji Rivera na ligpitin yung naiwang kalat nitong si Sarusad. Hindi naman siya nakasapatos dito sa numero 5. Coming off that 6 ball. So Rivera looking for his first win in this race to 7. Baka ma-AJ Ong tayo kaya tumatahimik lang ako. Sa lahat na nanonood sa atin sa Facebook Live pati na rin sa YouTube, maraming salamat sa inyong pagsuporta dito sa ating opening day ng SBA Next. And it looks like Benji Rivera is 2 balls away from registering his first win of the night. Pinaputok pa talaga yung natira sa 8. And this elementary 9 to finally put him on the board. The man from Muntinlupa City gets the 9 and finally getting his first win in this race to 7. 5-1 ang abante rito ni Mark Russell Sarusad, but that should feel good for Ruben Rivera Jr. And for the first time since rack number 1, he will be breaking in rack number 7. And we'll have that for you when we return.
Experience the ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious sports bettor.
I'm Jonas Magpantay, team captain of MSW Mavericks, 10-ball World Cup champion, and the Conland Pro player.
Now entering rack number 7. So we will not have a whitewash katulad na nangyari sa ating unang laban sa ating independent players, as Ruben Rivera Jr. aka Benji able to get rack number 6. As we now enter the 7th rack, maraming salamat sa Dynaspheres Next Gen Phenolic Resin Balls. Yan pong ginagamit natin sa ating mga kompetisyon dito po sa SBA Next. Noel Zarate pa rin po, nag-aatid sa inyo ng aksyon at sargo para dito kay Rivera. Benji Rivera barely made it to this match. Na traffic siya papunta dito sa Sharks Billiards Arena in Morato, coming all the way from Muntinlupa, but able to win the lag. And for the second time today, able to break, pero hindi katulad ng kanyang unang break na may naipasok. So this could be a push out kung hindi malinaw ang pananaw nitong si Sarusad sa numero 1. He is gonna push this out. That is an option coming off the break sa 9-ball. Showing the 1-ball. Now the question is, hindi naman nakakabit yung 1 sa side rail. Can he bank this in? No, he's going to go for some defense, pero nakialam ang 9. So kitang-kita ang numero 1 para dito kay Sarusad. And the question is, can he hide again? Cannot hide behind the 2. Long distance shot para kay Rivera. Again, si Rivera naghahabol dito. Maganda na ang kalat ng bola. Rivera is not going to go on offense. Pahihirapan niya ng konti. Nakasapatos ang pamato. No clean shot. Hindi po singkitable yan. He can cross bank this. But there's going to be another safety shot. Now this is a lot closer. Attackable na, ika nga, itong numero 1. And the benefit is the 2 ball is very near that opposite corner pocket. So does Rivera go for the 1? Double clutch siya rito. Remember, each player has a 15-second extension per rack. Rivera not using his. Missing on the 1. At yun lang, kitang-kita yung numero 1 rito. In Sharks parlance, this is ligpitable. Para dito kay Sarusad. Maybe a little straight on this 2 ball. You have to cheat the pocket a bit para mapatalbog yung pamato of the long rail. Good spin on the cue ball. Moves the 7 ball as well. So lumilinaw na ang layout para dito kay Mark Russell Sarusad. If he gets this, he's on the hill. Five available into the side. You don't really want to hit other balls. Masisira yung flight path. But for Sarusad, oh! Hit the 5 too hard into the side and missed it. Opportunity now for Rivera. Does he bank the 5 or does he cut this into the side pocket? Might go for the corner pocket dito. Or play safe. That's actually a good decision. Naitago, ang ganda ng eclipse dyan. With the 9 and the 6 blocking the 5 ball. So good contact made, but this is going to expose the 5 ball para kay Rivera. So 1 miss into the side pocket. Biglang nagkaroon ng pagkakataon si Benji Rivera na makakuha ng back-to-back wins in this race to 7. It is a 5-1 lead for Sarusad. Medyo kinapos ang preparasyon para dito sa numero 6. And he's gonna be stretching out a bit to get to this 6 ball. Talking about Rivera. No issues. Short side on the 7. May get the 8 into the same pocket that he's shooting the 7 into right now. Medyo kinulang lang ng mga 3 gulong. So we may see another safety shot dito. Tawid dagat type. Ang gagawin dito ni Rivera. So distance safety ang ginamit dito ni Rivera. Sarusad is ahead 5-1. He can afford to take a few chances with this 8 ball. Instead tries to hide behind the 9. Just gets there. You have options. Long rail or side rail. Side rail ang gagamitin dito ni Rivera. Almost made the 8. Hindi may tatago sa likod ng numero 9. Valiant effort though para dito kay Benji Rivera. And the 8 ball, walang problema para dito kay Sarusad. This 9 to put him on the hill. 6-1 lead for Mark Russell Sarusad. 1 win away from advancing to the final 40 dito po sa ating independent players matchup sa SBA Next May ilalaban pa ba itong si Ruben Rivera Jr.? Malalaman natin yan sa ating pong pagbabalik.
Experience the ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious sports bettor.
I'm Jonas Magpantay, team captain of MSW Mavericks, 10-ball World Cup champion, and a Conland Pro player.
So 6-1 ang abante po nitong si Mark Russell Sarusad kontra kay Benji Rivera sa ating huling independent matchup for tonight. Maya-maya po, stable versus stable naman ang ating masasaksihan. It'll be Bad Koy versus Fury. Maraming salamat sa mga kaibigan naman natin sa Signal for your continued support of SBA and the SBA Next. Noel Zarate pa rin po nag-aatid sa inyo ng aksyon mula po rito sa Sharks Billiards Arena. At wag po tayo masanay na parating dito sa Sharks gaganapin yung mga laban natin. Iikot ito, mag-home court din yung mga stables natin. We'll talk more about that later on. And this break is a dry one. Habol ba yung dos? Hindi umabot yung dos. So let's see if there's still some fight left para dito kay Benji Rivera of Muntinlupa. One into the side. The two might still be available into the side pocket. Pihit lang ng konti para dito sa numero 3 coming off that bottom rail. Naku, tinamaan pa talaga yung sais. It's not really rolling well para dito kay Rivera. He's gonna have to kick at this 3 ball. May use 2 rails to make contact here with the 3 and he does. Double contact pa. Kaya yung saving grace para dito kay Rivera is that Sarusad has an issue with the 5 and the 4 ball, although baka maging taguan yung numero 5. Now, is there enough angle from to get the 4 into that corner pocket? Or will this be a safety shot? Ginamit pa talaga yung 5, napakaswabe. Nung tira dito ni Sarusad. And he could be 5 balls away from moving on. Medyo malapit sa 6, but that should not be a problem. A little bit of a draw getting to the 7 ball. 8 and 9 being tied up is not an issue. 3 bola na lang kailangan ni Mark Russell Sarusad to pull off a dominating 7-1 win. Eight and 9 into the same pocket. And this 9 ball to advance para kay Mark Russell Sarusad of Rodriguez Rizal. Siya po ang nagwagi sa kanilang laban ni Ruben Rivera Jr. 7-1 win para kay Mark Russell Sarusad, and he is moving on to the final 40 players dito po sa ating independent players. Pero hindi pa po tapos ang ating labanan ngayong gabi. when we return. Stable versus stable, Fury versus Bad Koy. Dito po sa SBA Next.
Hey, Q. Bad Guy, Fury, standby po. Meron lang tayong 10 minutes na preparation. So, yung Fury, dito po tayo sa side na to. Magfe-face off po kayo ng Bad Guy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the main event of the evening. It is Stable versus Stable. Unahin po natin kilalanin ang mga miyembro ng Fury. The owners of Team Fury or the Fury Stable is Adrian Oquindo and Mark Chan. And now let's meet the players. Daryl Tejerero. Let's bring in Rainiel Salinel. Up next, Alexis Ferrer. And welcome back, Albert Espinola. Last but not least for Fury is Jack De Luna. The head coach for Fury is Robbie Asuncion. And now let's meet Bad Coy. The owner is Jarvin Choa, and the players are John Vincent Vicedo. And next up is Amiel Conrad Lenore. Let's bring in William Millares Jr. And we welcome back Dirt Bonode. And rounding up the team is James Dean Tew. The head coaches for Bad Coy are the Bad Coy himself, Johan Chua, and Jeffrey Ignacio. So tonight, masasaksiyan po natin ang ating unang labanan dito sa Stable versus Stable. It is now time to lag for the break. We bring in our referee, Mario Bautista. So it appears that tonight's matchup will feature William Millares Jr. against Alexis Ferrer. And this lag has been awarded to Fury. So the Fury stable will be breaking first. Once again, Ferrer versus Millares when we return dito po sa SBA Next.
I'm Jonas Magpantay, team captain of MSW Mavericks, 10-ball World Cup champion, and a Conland Pro player.
Experience the ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious sports bettor.
Sa ilang sandali, magsisimula na po itong ating labanan. Stable versus stable, Bad Koy versus Fury. At pasadaan po natin ang ating mga rules dito sa SBA. The game is 9-ball. And after the lag, the losing team nominates first and the winner then selects the player and then breaks first. And the 9 is racked on the spot. Meron po tayong 40-second shot clock na mangyayari pagkatapos ng ating sargo, then 30 seconds per shot. After that, each team gets a 15-second extension per rack. And failing to strike the cue ball before the buzzer is a foul, and each team gets a 2-minute timeout per match. Now, jump shots are not allowed. Yan po ang ating mga rules dito sa SBA Next para na rin sa SBA Smart Sports. Maraming salamat sa inyong patuloy na pagsuporta sa SBA Next. So this matchup is featuring etong si William Millares Jr. or JJ Millares taking on Alexis Ferrer. So nagwagi sa ating sargo, ito pong si Alexis Ferrer breaking. This is a race to 7. Dito po sa ating stable versus stable matchup, and this is one thing that the players who are not familiar with the Sharks environment have to get used to, yung ating sargo. Dry break para dito kay Alexis Ferrer. And this brings up ito namang si JJ Millares or William Millares Jr. An international campaigner, of course. And these are the pros na kinuha ng kanya-kanya mga stables. Once again, ang stable nitong kupunan ng Fury owned by Adriano Quindo and Mark Chan, and they will be hosting ang ating mga labanan next week. Lilipat po tayo doon sa kanilang baluarte. This looks to be an easy run out, except medyo kinapos ang preparasyon para sa 3-ball from JJ Millares. So this could be a safety coming up para kay Millares. Pwede niyang gamitin yung numero 8. Instead, he's gonna go down table and use the 9-ball as the blocker here for Alexis Ferrer. Tandaan po natin itong si Ferrer. Tawag si Damang. Internationally known, of course. Coming out of Paniki, Tarlac. At maraming ang nagsasabi bakit kaya hindi naging player ng Sharks last season ito si Alexis Ferrer. Who knows? He might be seeing action in the upcoming Season 3. Great response pagdating sa safety Kick shot to send that 3 away at gumamit pa ng 3 bola. Etong si Ferrer. And this is one thing that you will appreciate from these top caliber pros. Yung kanilang safety battles are always top notch. Looks like Millares may be using the side rail to get to this 3 ball. Just a 1 rail attack. Good contact on the 3. Ginamit pa yung 8. Muntik pang maipasok ang 3 ball but still a safety. And this could take a while, although, let's see if Alexis Ferrer goes for this offensive kick on the 3. Kita pala ng konti yan sa likod ng 6. Numero 3. Oh, he's gonna try to make it on the other side. Pero may backup plan. However, mukhang kita na yung numero 3. So Millares with an opportunity. Hindi madali ang takbo ng 3 papunta sa 4 because that 4 ball is on the point of the side pocket. The 3 is makeable. Banayar na lamang. Now the question is the 4 resting on the point? Mukhang sa anggulong yun, hindi naman. Might have enough to pocket the 4 into the side and just leave the cue ball there for the 5 ball. Kitang-kita. So this is starting to look good para dito kay JJ Millares. Be a little stretched out on the shot on the 5. And 4 balls away from taking the opening rack. Tanda natin, this is also a race to 7. Pinaikot pa 3 rails to get to that 8 ball. Para dito kay Millares. Bad Koy, Team Bad Koy. 2 balls away from taking the opening rack. Bad Koy is on the board first. Dito sa ating labanan, stable versus stable, and you can see the crowd, no matter how late it is, they are here to support their squads. We'll have rack number 2 when we return. Stay with us. This is SBA Next.
Experience the ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious sports bettor.
I'm Jonas Magpantay, team captain of MSW Mavericks, 10-ball World Cup champion, and a Conland Pro player.
Balik po tayo dito sa Sharks Billiards Arena here in Morato, Quezon City. Opening day of SBA Next. And this is now stable versus stable. Noel Zarate pa rin po naghatid sa inyo ng aksyon. Nakauna na ang Team Bad Koy as we thank Smart Sports for your continued support of SBA and SBA Next. Pati na rin ang Tanduay Athletics. Thank you for your support. So nakauna na itong si JJ Millares. And he is now breaking here in rack number 2. Tandaan po natin, stable versus stable. Paramihan ng puntos ito. And the winning stable gets to select from the final 10 players from our independent group, our independent players, papunta sa ating championship dito sa SBA Next. Another dry break, which now opens the door para dito kay Alexis Ferrer. So sinisilip natin dito, mukhang wala namang issue. Yung pinaka-issue dito, yung tira sa uno. Dikit na dikit yung pamato. And Ferrer, who's about 6 feet tall, able to traverse the entire table. Ito na naman, same problem with the 2. Masyadong dikit, mukhang lusot naman sa 7. Itong numero 2, he gets this. Everything is in the clear for Alexis Ferrer. No problem. May angulo naman siya dito sa 3, papunta sa numero 4. Can just bounce it off the side rail. Marami na pong napanalunan itong si Alexis Ferrer sa kanyang mga laban sa abroad. And coming off that 3-rail approach, papunta naman dito sa 5-ball. Again, it is very, very clear na isang pagkakataon lang maibigay sa ating mga stable players. And it might lead to something like this, a run out. Tanda natin, this is a race to 7. And then, paramihan ito ng puntos. So mahaba-haba po itong ating SBA Next. Aabot pa ito ng Oktubre para malaman natin kung sino magiging kampiyon. In the end, after the independent players have been trimmed to 10, bababa na yan or makukuha na ng winning team or the team that's leading after this group phase ang number 1 pick from the 10 players that will advance. Marami pong nasa independent players list, a total of 64. And we've already seen a couple in action today as Alexis Ferrer is going to tie this up at 1 rack apiece. So rack number 3 will happen in just a few moments, but Fury Stable is able to get on the board. We'll have more of SBA Next when we return. Stay with us.
I'm Jonas Magpantay, team captain of MSW Mavericks, 10-ball World Cup champion, and a Conland Pro player.
Experience the ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious sports bettor.
One all po ang ating score dito po sa ating stable versus stable matchup, the main event of day 1 of the competition. Tandaan po natin, SBA Next will be airing every day, Tuesdays to Saturdays, dito po sa ating mga online platforms. Plus, One Sports Plus, Pilipinas Live, mga signal networks po natin, pusopi.com as well. So, tutok lang po kayo sa aming patuloy ng paghatid sa inyo ng SBA Next. Noel Zarate pa rin po ang naghatid sa inyo ng aksyon dito po sa ating opening day. And Ferrer, Alexis Ferrer coming off the win in the last rack. Ito na po tayo, rack number 3. Nine ball in motion. Pero dry break na naman para dito kay Ferrer. Possible 1-6 combination to open rack number 3 para dito kay William Millares Jr. He gets this. The 1 is in that area as well. Makuha niya lang ito. This is actually the key shot of this rack. 4 ball, lusot. 5 ball, also in the same pocket as the 4 later on. Or the 6 ball if he makes it. That's that 1-6 combination. And the 1 stays in the same area code. So another potential run out. Para naman dito sa JJ Millares. Again, key shot of this rack from the 3 to the 4. Little straight here on this 3 ball. Or this 2 ball rather. Konting angulo ang kakailanganin unless he tries to cheat the pocket to bounce it off that side rail. Bouncing it off the side rail into the side for the 3. Kinanti pa ng konti yung 7. And everything is in the clear para kay Millares. Once again, the break has not been successful. Parating break of serve. Kaya kay Alex Ayala kahapon, 3 beses siya na-break yung serve ni Jessica Pegula. And so far today, the team that has been breaking, or the squad that has been breaking, has not won the rack. This is gonna be a run out para dito kay Millares. Interesting choice as well para dito kay Johan Chua at kay Jeff Ignacio sa sobrang daming players na pwedeng piliin for opening day. They are going with Millares. Of course, yung lineup nitong kupunan ng Bad Koy, including itong si Amiel Leonor, John Vincent Vicedo, Dart Bonode, of course, the former Parañaque Kings player, and James Dean Tew. Of course, owned by Jarvin Choa, who has been a long-time patron of this sport. So Millares with this 9 ball run out in rack number 3 to give the lead back to Bad Koy. 2-1 lead now for Bad Koy. As we are going to move into rack number 4, sa ilang sandali, patuloy po ang pagtutok nyo dito sa SBA Next.
Experience the ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious sports bettor.
I'm Jonas Magpantay, team captain of MSW Mavericks, 10-ball World Cup champion, and the Conlon Pro player.
Back with us here at SBA Next. Papasok na po tayo sa ating rack number 4. Dikita nitong ating laban, stable versus stable. As we thank One Ball Billiards Specialist. Lalabas din yan. Yan, One Ball Billiards Specialist sa inyong patuloy na pagsuporta sa SBA Next. Pati na rin sa Andy para sa ating mga tapete na ginagamit dito sa ating kompetisyon. Noel Zarate pa rin po nag-aatid ng aksyon. Stable versus stable. This is a race to 7. And it is a 2-1 lead para sa Bad Koy. Now, the question is, can William Millares Jr. get a good break shot No, he cannot because that was a scratch on the cue ball. May pumasok pa naman sana na bola para dito sa bad koi, but it will be ball in hand with a very wide open layout para kay Alexis Ferrer. So the one right there, wala na pong issues to report. Unang tira pa lamang para kay Ferrer. This two is going into that corner. Probably gonna use a little bit of a draw to get to that 3 for the 3-8 combination. But he missed on the 2. Pumasok na yung numero 2. Niluwa. Kababalaghan ang nangyari doon kay Ferrer. Hindi pa rin siya makapaniwala. And that'll go down as the first unforced error of the night. And Millares now has a wide open shot on the 2, but more importantly, controlling the position to get to the 3 for the 3-8 combination. So this 3-8 combination should be automatic. Just need to control where that 3 ball stays. You want to stay in the same area as the 8 ball. At wala na. Kahit si AJ Ong, hindi na niya kayang pigilan to. So this is going to be pretty elementary now as that 5 ball does pass the point to get into the side pocket later on. Unless of course sabihin niya from the 4, kunin lang natin yung 5 sa corner. Marami ng options sa gantong kalat ng bola. Yung nga lang, medyo diretso sa 4, nakasapatos pa rito sa 5. It should not be an issue though for JJ Millares. And a foul ang may tatawag. Ano yan? Tumama ng bahagya sa 5. So akala ni Ferrer, hindi na siya makakabalik sa mesa. And because of that foul, this is going to be retribution para dito kay Alexis Ferrer. Humingi pa ng extension para lang maniguro. Etong si Ferrer. For the final 4 balls of rack number 4. Kanina, scratch on the break, miss on the 2, and now a foul on Millares. At hindi na pababalikin ni Ferrer ang kanyang kalaban dito. So pretty much on schedule dito. The team that has been breaking has not made a shot on the break. And the team that has been coming back from the break has won every rack so far. 2-all. Dito po sa ating race to 7. You can call that a lucky break para dito kay Alexis Ferrer on the foul coming from JJ Millares. Pero ang resulta po, tabla ang ating laban heading in to rack number 5.
Experience the ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious sports bettor.
I'm Jonas Magpantay, team captain of MSW Mavericks, 10-ball World Cup champion, and a Conland Pro player.
Back with us here inside the Sharks Billiards Arena dito po sa Morato, Quezon City. Opening day ng ating SBA Next. At dito na nga po tayo sa ating main event. It is stable versus stable. And so far, Bad Koi and Fury are tied at 2 racks apiece. So papasok na po tayo sa ating 5th rack. Alexis Ferreros barely surviving rack number 4 as we thank our friends from Conlan for your continued support of SBA Season 2. Noel Zarate pa rin po nag-atid sa inyo ng aksyon. Kasama po Dynaspheres Next Gen Phenolic Resin Balls. So Ferrer to break. So far, 0 for 2 sa break ang magkabilang stable. Let's see if Ferrer can change all of that here in rack number 5. Still nothing on the break. So unsuccessful once again for Fury. Kita yung uno para dito kay Millares to make it into the corner pocket. He gets that again. Ang ganda ng kalat ng bola. Hindi lang makabuelo yung breaking squad because they can't make a ball on the break. Into the same pocket for the 2-ball. Kanina yung nangyari kay Ferrer, yung 2-ball was already in the pocket. Biglang lumuwa. Nakita na rin natin yan dati. I believe it was one of the members ng team ng Fury actually na nakaranas noon, Reynel Salinel. Noong naglaban po ang koponan ng Parañaque Kings against the Makati Titans. Salinel also had a ball down pero biglang lumuwa. Nanuno daw siya. Of course, nakalaban niya ng time na yon. Ang kanyang kakampi ngayon dito sa koponan ng Fury na si Albert Espinola. Doesn't seem to be the case here para kay Millares. Everything pretty much out in the open. No issues to report. Naririnig natin kanina yung tinig ni Albert Espinola sumusubok mag-shark. Mang-sharking. Yan ang papa-shark nga tawag sa kanya. Yan na, nagsisimula na sila. Umiingay na ang Fury. When you have guys like Albert Espinola and Reynel Salinel on that team, mga buskador yan dalawang yan. Of course, the other former Sharks player who's now with Bad Koi, ito namang si Dart Bonode, tahimik naman talaga yan eh. So this one should be an easy run out once again for JJ Millares. Hindi nagagamit ng tiririt dito. Just puts on his cue extension to make the cue stick taller than him. So once again, puro break of serve ang ating nasasaksihan dito. The team that is breaking goes on to lose the rack. And yet another run out. This is run out number 2 for JJ Millares. And it is Bad Koi reclaiming the lead 3-2 in this race to 7. We'll have more action from SBA next when we return.
Experience the ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious sports bettor.
I'm Jonas Magpantay, team captain of MSW Mavericks, 10-ball World Cup champion, and a Conland Pro player.
As we resume the action dito po sa ating labanan ng stable versus stable, this is SBA Next. At nais natin pasalamatan ng mga kaibigan natin sa Tanduay Athletics for your support of SBA and SBA Next. Pati na rin, of course, Mega Sports World, sports betting. So, JJ Millares or William Millares Jr. still looking for success on his break. Actually, wala pa pong nakakakuha ng break. Magkabilang stable. Let's see if Millares can change that here in the 6th rack. Finally, something going down. That is the 2-ball. Tanda natin, the last time Millares broke, he scratched. And now, a possible break and run out para makaahon or makauna na itong Bad Koy. Of course, coached by the great Johan Chua and Jeffrey Ignacio, the Cobra. Needs to get around to get to that 5-ball from this 4. Again, the Bad Koy stable based in Las Piñas. At katulad nga na nabanggit natin kanina, ang SBA Next po ay dadalaw sa ating mga stables. Of course, dyan naman sa bandang Visayas Avenue ang home stable naman nitong Fury. And we'll have matches there next week. Yan, no issues to report sa pagliligpit na ginagawa rito ni JJ Millares. At may konting tawanan na nagaganap sa panig ng Fury. They're warming up. Pwede po mag-sharking kahit dito sa SBA Next. From the 7 to the 8. Suave for Millares. And for the first time tonight, he is 2 balls away from the first break and run out. Nakakadalawang run out na itong si Millares. But he is the first to be successful on his break. Hindi na nakatayo ito si Alexis Ferrer, and if Millares continues to hit gold on his break, he may keep Ferrer on his seat for a very long time. 4-2 in favor of Bad Koy against Fury as Millares gets the first break and run out of the evening. We will have rack number 7 when we return. Stay with us for more of SBA Next.
Experience the ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious sports bettor.
I'm Jonas Magpantay, team captain of MSW Mavericks, 10-ball World Cup champion, and a Conland Pro player.
So nakauna na ng 2 racks itong Bad Koy in this race to 7 opening day of SBA Next. At sino man ang ating pasasalamatan ngayon? Ako, nag-black-blackan. Opening day snafus. Rason! Marami po salamat sa inyong patuloy na pagsuporta ng SBA and SBA Next. Of course, yan po yung mga world-class tables na ginagamit natin. And of course, one-ball billiards specialists as well. Once again, Noel Zarate po nag-atid sa inyo ng aksyon as we now move into rack number 7. Let's see if William Millares Jr. can replicate his break from the previous rack. Nagkaroon siya ng break and run out, actually already with 2 run outs today. Ay, for the second time, bangin na naman ang pamato para dito kay JJ Millares, ball in hand para kay Alexis Ferrer. May kita natin dito yung 4 and 7 ay magkasama rito. That could play as a combination later on. But Ferrer, second time na makakuha siya ng ball in hand. Few racks ago, there was a foul against Millares. Or third time actually, because nag-scratch nga si Millares in one of his breaks earlier. So the 4 is through to the side pocket. Yun na lang paghahandaan dito ni Alexis Ferrer coming from the 3 to the 4. A little bit of a draw colliding with the 5. Not sure if that was part of the plan. But this should not be an issue dito. Ingat lang sa 8. Don't want to have another collision here to ruin your flight path. Some inside spin on this 3 ball. And able to get it right on the money for the 4. So again, tandaan natin ha, race to 7 lamang ito. And as we go along dito sa SBA Next, we will see a lot of matchups. Again, paramihan po ng puntos yan. Para malaman natin kung sino yung magiging number 1 seed heading into the playoffs. And then they will be able, the winning stable after the initial round will be able to get an additional player from the top 10 ng ating independent. So pati mga independent players dito need to step it up. Earlier today, of course, nanalo po etong si Zambrano kontra kay Alcarion. That was Dan Zambrano winning against Aaron Alcarion 7-0. And right before this matchup, ito namang si Mark Russell Sarusad defeated Benji Rivera 7-1. So they're the first players through sa ating independent players. As Alexis Ferrer is wasting no time in putting this run out together for Fury. Oops, bumuka yung 7. And that is unforced error number 2 against Ferrer, who was a quarter finalist in the Asian Championships just a few weeks ago. The question is, does Millares see enough of this 7 ball na may pasok dito sa ating corner pocket? If so, kanya na itong huling 3 bola. Yes, there was enough room. And after that miss, uncharacteristic miss, para dito kay Alexis Ferrer, William Millares Jr. or JJ Millares is 2 balls away from sending Bad Koy to a 5-2 lead. Millares able to put away the 9 ball. 5-2 na po ang lamang nitong Bad Koy kontra sa Fury. 2 racks away from the opening day win. We'll be back. Stay with us right here on SBA Next.
I'm Jonas Magpantay, team captain of MSW Mavericks, 10-ball World Cup champion, and the Conland Pro player.
Experience the ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious sports bettor.
At balik po tayo dito sa loob ng Sharks Billiards Arena in Morato, Quezon City. Opening day of SBA Next. Noel Zarate pa rin po nag-atid sa inyo ng aksyon as we head into rack number 8. Maraming salamat once again to Tanduay Athletics for your continued support of SBA and SBA Next. Kasama na rin ang PusoP.com. Kung saan nyo po tayo napapanood, PusoP.com, part of the Smart Sports Network. So JJ Millares has now opened up a 3-rack advantage. Bad Koy is now 2 racks away from claiming the victory on opening day. He's already had 2 scratches on the break so far. Medyo inalalayan niya yung kanyang sargo that time. That's going to lead to this dry break. Tough opening shot here para kay Ferrer. Can just slice this into that corner pocket. Pero syempre sinisilip niya ang buong layout dito. Wala pong issues. The key shot here is actually from the 1 to the 2. Makakuha siya ng maganda position sa 2. Lahat po ng bola ay nandyan para sa kanyang pagliligpit. And these are the top quality pros. One-on-one matchups po tayo rito. Kung namimiss nyo po yung mga ating mga King of the Hill, aba, hindi umupensa. Itong si Alexis Ferrer. Kung namimiss nyo po yung ating mga King of the Hill sa SBA, yung mga doubles natin, this is purely individual, one-on-one throughout our SBA next season, our inaugural season. And we will witness now our first safety battle. So ito, 2 rails to get to the 1 ball. Hits it underneath. Pwede na rin. Forcing a difficult shot on the 1. 1-5 combination, of course, may be out of the question. Unless Ferrer is looking like kailangan na natin humabol dito. Down 3 racks na tayo. But can he make a combination on the 1-5? Chooses not to. Naitago ba sa likod ng 3? So the question is there enough room to get to the 2 ball from the 3? Pag gumalaw yung 3 na yan, that's gonna be another foul. 3 ball. Did not move. Almost came out of the pocket once again. Para kay Millares, nangyari na yung kanina kay Ferrer on the 2 ball. And with this layout, this could be heading to the hill na para dito sa Bad Koy Warriors. May team name na rin sila, no? The Warriors. So Bad Koy with JJ Millares getting from the 3 to the 4 should be no issue. Coming off the side rail, maybe even 2 side rails. Two side rails it is for Millares. Konting korida lang to get position on this 5 ball. And Millares very, very deliberate in his play style. Doesn't really take that long, pero makikita naman natin he is just a pocketing machine. Four balls away from the hill. Knows exactly how much time he has on that shot clock. Di na nagre-request ng extension. Actually, no team has used their extension tonight. Three balls away from the hill. Billiards, no swag sa kanyang laro. He just goes about his business at the table. And this 9 ball to put them on the hill. And this will also be 4 in a row for Bad Koy. So 1 win away from the opening day victory for the Bad Koy Warriors. 6-2 ang abante ni JJ Millares over Alexis Ferrer. We'll be back for rack number 9 when we return.
Experience the ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious sports bettor.
I'm Jonas Magpantay, team captain of MSW Mavericks, 10-ball World Cup champion, and a Conland Pro player.
1 rack away from victory ang Bad Koy Warriors kontra sa Fury in this opening day of SBA Next. And of course, marami tayong pinapasalamatang tumutulong sa atin, especially Dynaspheres, Next Gen Phenolic Resin Balls, and yung mga mesa natin galing sa Rason. Sa mga nagko-comment sa ating live stream, masasanay din ako magbasa ng comments nyo. Pero maraming salamat sa inyo pagsuporta rito sa SBA Next on opening day. Noel Zarate pa rin po. And breaking for the match, William Millares Jr. of the Bad Koy Warriors. Dry break again. At lusot ang numero 1 sa 8. So pagkakataon ni Alexis Ferrer for the Fury stable to get this run out. Again, no issues to report sa kalat ng bola. Ferrer gets this one into the corner. The 2 will be available into the side pocket. Mo comes up short if he wanted to go to that corner pocket. The 3 ball is also there, so kailangan bumiyahin ng konti nitong pamato to get to the 3 ball. Medyo kinapos ang preparasyon sa 2 para kay Ferrer. His first time at the table in a while. Still able to control the cue ball and recover quite nicely. So this is now looking like a run out in the making for Alexis Ferrer. So iwasan ni Ferrer ang kombinasyon sa 7 from the 4. He will go around 2 to 3 rails to get to that 5 into the same pocket. He's shooting this 4 ball right now. Naku, kinapos, ginabi. Lahat ng pwedeng mangyaring disgrasya sa tira ni Ferrer nangyari nga doon. He hit it too thin. The speed was off. And look at where this 4-ball is. Third unforced error for Alexis Ferrer tonight. At hindi na pakakawalhan ni JJ Millares ang pagkakataon na to. The 5 passes the 9. So konting maniobra na lang para sa Pamato to get to that 6 ball. Watch out for that side pocket. It might come into play. Missed on the 5. Yun ang mahirap kung pinag-iisipan mo rin. I mean, he had to change his shot last minute because that scratch was in play. And a gift. Unforced error number 1 sa live play. Of course, he's already had 2 scratches on the break. Itong si Millares. And also 1 foul earlier on. And Ferrer, once again, nabigyan ng pagkakataon na akala niya hindi na niya makukuha ulit. At hindi na bibitiwan ito. Itong ating native of Paniki, Tarlac. And this match will extend. Ferrer having 2 more balls to just stay on pace. Kumbaga match point na dapat itong Bad Boy Warriors. Ferrer still getting an opportunity to come back. After a big mistake hitting on the 4 ball earlier. And Ferrer will extend this match to a 10th rack. So 6-3 ang ating scores. Still on the hill. Etong Bad Boy Warriors, but the Fury stable is not yet done. Alexis Ferrer will be breaking in rack number 10, and we'll have that for you when we return.
Experience the ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious sports bettor.
I'm Jonas Magpantay, team captain of MSW Mavericks, 10-ball World Cup champion, and the Conland Pro player.
Di pa daw tapos. Pumapalag pa ang Fury. After Alexis Ferrer is able to salvage the win in rack number 9. And he will be breaking in the 10th rack to stick around kontra sa Bad Boy Warriors. Salamat sa Conlan for your continued support of SBA Season 2. Pati na rin sa mga kaibigan natin sa Signal. Napapanood nyo tayo ng live dyan ngayon sa One Sports Plus, and Pilipinas Live. Noel Zarate pa rin po. Nag-aatid sa inyo ng aksyon. Opening day ng ating SBA Next. And Alexis Ferrer, who has not had any success on his break so far, hopes to change that sa kanyang sargo in rack number 10. And pumasok ang numero 7. A shot on the 1. No issues to report. Of course, yung mga pros, hindi lang nila tinitignan yung object ball, pati na rin 3 or 4 shots ahead na sila pumaplano. And Alexis Ferrer is a pretty fast shooter. You've seen him in his international play. Looks like we will say goodbye from our Signal partners, but we will still continue sa ating mga live stream platforms on Facebook and on YouTube. Once again, ito po si Noel Zarate. This is opening day of SBA Next. Ganda ng latag para dito kay Ferrer. This is still not over. Now he will have to manufacture a way to get around after making the 5 ball into the corner. Gusto niya kunin yung 6 sa side pocket. And he'll have to settle for this angle. So Alexis Ferrer with his first break and run out. If he makes these final 2 balls, lumalaban pa rin ang Fury stable. It is just now a 2-rack advantage for the Bad Koi Warriors. They are still on the hill. William Millares Jr. is still 1 rack away from the win. But until you make it to 7, the game continues. We'll have more action from SBA next sa aming pong pagbabalik.
Experience the ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious sports bettor.
I'm Jonas Magpantay, team captain of MSW Mavericks, 10-ball World Cup champion, and the Conland Pro player.
Entering rack number 11, hindi pa po tapos itong ating labanan, although William Millares Jr. and the Bad Koi Warriors are already on the hill. But we're coming off the first break and run out para naman dito kay Alexis Ferrer. Salamat sa MSW, Mega Sports World, Sports Betting, and of course, Tanduay Athletics. Noel Zarate pa rin po. Nag-aatid sa inyo na action opening day of SBA Next. And Alexis Ferrer coming off his first break and run. Can he continue to apply the pressure dito sa kanyang sargo? Made the 7 ball the last time up. This time it is a dry break. Saving grace dito, mukhang hindi lusot yung 1 sa 4. Millares is gonna take a look at this. Can the 1 pass the 4 into the corner pocket? Lusot. Sakto pa sa 2. Nothing blocking the 3. So sinisipat na niya kung saan ang magandang landing spot para dito sa 3 ball. Probably coming off the short rail and then the long rail. To get position on this 3. Just uses 1 rail. That should be enough. So dapat perfect na ang laruin dito ni Millares. You cannot allow Alexis Ferrer to come back to the table if you're the Bad Koi Warriors. Again, wala pong mga issues sa mesa. Ang ganda ng kalat ng sargo ni Ferrer. Ang nakinabang lamang etong si Millares. Konting korida para dito. Oh, inatras na lamang. 5 into the same pocket. He was 2 straight on the 4. Coming off the short rail to get to the 6. Depende na yun sa kanya. Pwedeng sa corner, pwedeng sa side. We'll opt for the side pocket. Drop that in. 7 into the opposite corner. 8 available into the side. The writing is on the wall for the Bad Koi Warriors. So Bad Koi, of course, coached by the Bad Koi himself, Johan Chua, and the Cobra, Jeffrey Ignacio. 3 balls away from victory on opening day. Konting maniobra na lang mula 8 papunta rito sa 9. Pwede lang ang mga chow yan, where. Not too flashy, but very accurate. And this 9 ball to secure the win on opening day for the Bad Koi Warriors, courtesy of William Millares Jr. 7-4. And the opening day victory belongs to the Bad Koi Warriors. 7-4 victory by William Millares Jr. kontra kay Alexis Ferrer. Of course, earlier on, ito po si Dan Zambrano able to get a 7-0 win kontra kay Aaron Alcarion sa ating individual or sa ating independent matchup. And that was followed by the win by Mark Russell Sarusad against Benji Rivera, 7-1. And tonight, of course, we cap it with a 7-4 win for the Bad Koi Warriors kontra sa Fury Stable. At bukas po, saksihan nyo po ulit alas 9 dito po sa Sharks Arena ang ating dalawang labanan sa independent players and Game 2 of the Stable versus Stable matchup. Ito po si Noel Zarate. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagtutok sa opening day of SBA Next.